Alright, hello there. I am Pumpa001 and we are getting ready to start AOS Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 pay-per-view number 7, and this will be part 2 of the KO Division Championship. So this is part 2 of that title match. Now what you see right here is the score. The match it went into round 4 and it ended in 2 minutes and 20 seconds of the 4th round. It's a 12-round fight. But what you don't know is the reason that I'm showing you this is because the champion, the Savage Rage, I had just been through like 2 hours or so of trying to try to figure out what to do for his moveset, because it wasn't the fact that he lost in the 4th round. It was the fact that he lost by 12 knockdowns. Because there's no blood stoppage. So that TKO means he got all 15 knockdowns, with Rage only knocked down him 3 times. So I had to do something about that. And so I turned off the volume because like you can still hear me talk, because the way this thing works is, so this all happened, let's see when so this all happened almost 3 hours ago. That's how long I spent on just this, nothing else. Haven't watched no videos or anything. I just spent 3 hours trying to figure out what to do with Rage. And I also came to a conclusion. Rage is my only craft character that I created who has managed to defend his belt 6 times. Nobody else has done 6 times. That's created by me. Volcan is about to attempt his 6th title defense right now, but he's not one of my created characters. And if DD4 Blaze win his title defense, which is the Absolute Division, he will have his 6th title defense happening, because for the 3rd straight time, the AOS champion, whoever it be, is between him and Fujirama, who may be the champion, will be challenged by the Fight for Gold champion, Mark Kerr. Mark Kerr was able to beat DD4 Blaze in a very competitive match, but I didn't do a rematch because I wanted to see if he could beat the champion at least once. Now both matches he had with the MMA champion, what's his name again, Judo King. Both of those matches were competitive and close, but he still ended up being finished by Judo King both times. You know, and he's more suited for his AI set is having more suited for striking, like striking and stuff like that. He don't really go for the grappling, even though he does once he gets you to the ground and stuff like that. But he was able to beat DD4 Blaze eventually in their match. So that's the champion he will be going for after DD4 Blaze takes on, Fujirama. That's if he even beats Fujirama. Now, DD4 Blaze loses his first match versus Fujirama. I'll retest out DD4 Blaze moves and stuff like that. Probably against Shiro, because that's the standard for testing out people with the Absolute Division. And I already told you that Kyoji is the standard for the MMA division for testing people out, because those 2 characters are just that, 2 of the best. And they were reigning defending champions for a while, and plus that way I don't have to be using my creator wrestlers, for stuff. And Kyoji, and both of those inaugural champions and former champions won at Show 7C. The Fist by Chance was won by Shiro, and Kyoji won his ranking match where he had to take on the 4th rank, and I believe that was Sakuraba. So, up to big ups to both of them, man. You know, they're still in there and stuff like that. So without further ado, we're going to get started with the part 2 of this. So right now the champion is Midas Punch. And there's one other thing I want to tell you about as far as the game goes and stuff like that. Because while I was trying to test out with those 3 hours, I never did the final test, which is testing out the 2 best variations I was able to make with the AI settings for the character for what's the name for the Savage Rage. So what I'm planning on, so what I did, instead of testing them out against each other, I just saw how good they would be against, you know, Karate Master and Fatal, and they both pretty much did what they had to do against Fatal in like 3 rounds or so. They didn't get the whole 15 points, but after like 3 rounds I saw that, you know, what was happening with that. And then it was pretty even between one of the creations, one of the AI settings I had against Karate Master, and then the other one ended up beating the one that I'm going with by 2. The only reason I went with the one that because he was able to get 8 knockdowns in under 4.5 rounds, whereas the other one was tied and had his head hurt as well after 4.5 rounds with the other characters, with the same exact character. So that's why this version will be the one we're going to use, is taking on Midas Punch. But the other version, I did something with him, and he's called Soulless, because he's the clone. So he looks exactly like him. I just changed up some of the moves, but yeah, we're gonna have 2 different versions of Rage. But the other one is not gonna be called Rage. He's called the clone Soulless. So that's what we're gonna call the second one. That's just because Rage is such that good of a goddamn character, and and I just wanted to do something with the character, because like if anybody should have a second version of themselves on the game, it should be him. And it's just because both AI settings were so damn good that I was like, man, do I really need to just only have one? So we're actually going to have 25 people, because he's going also into the into the KO division, the new one. And his hand wraps are black, his pants are black, and his leg wraps are black as well. So that's what differentiates the 2. Whereas, you know, Rage has the white hand and feet wraps, and then he has the red shorts. So that's only the change, is just the color. Oh yeah, so Midas Punch did win the first one. Congrats to him again. Yeah, should say that. And let's go on here. So yeah, that's what's going on with all this. So I took a while to explain what I just had to say just now, because, you know, that needs to be said. Why the hell did I not turn this off? I thought that was like the other side, that's why I didn't turn it off, probably. Alright, so we already did that shit from the first match, but I'll do it one more time real quickly. So as you see right here, the main thing I changed right here is that where you see the little symbol for blood right here on the right side, I changed that. And then the changes also on here. The one at the top is for grappling, the top left corner at the very top, and then down towards the bottom, these 3 things right here, I'll make it big so you can see. The one at the top where you see the 3 blue on the left side, I changed that for the one at the top, and then the one at the top on the right side as well as changed. You know, one is for mostly striking, the other one is for always striking, my bad, for always striking, and then the other one is for mostly offense. Yeah, so that's all the changes I made for the character. And I did not test them out at all versus, you know, what's the name? And I did not test them out versus the other AI settings because I was like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. And the only reason I'm going with this one versus the other one, and the only reason I ain't have them face up because I didn't want that to like, you know, play too much a part in my decision for which version of the AI settings to use. So that's why we just end up having two characters now. And yeah, it sucks that the one that I didn't pick, he's gonna have to go through the fifth spot, Chan's, you know, qualifiers and all that other crap. But like that other one is just as good. But I gave him better moves. Well, probably not better moves, but I gave him different moves and stuff like that. And like he used a little bit of everybody's move because like that's what he is. He's the soulless one. He's soulless. He's the clone. You know, he used whatever the fuck he wants to use. Because the thing is, I try to have like in my head when I'm creating stuff like a little like storylines to do it. Like I'm an asshole promoter because instead of making it a fair fight to see who becomes Rage, I told one of them they're gonna automatically be Rage because I like the way they fight, and the other one has to go through, you know, the qualifiers and they get a whole different name, and he's named the damn clone. I don't think anybody in the world wants to be named the clone. That's like so demeaning and shit like that. And like the only reason I called him the clone because if you watch, because you know the different like what's it called? The different like fan fiction, not fan fiction necessarily, because I never read one about it on fan fiction by May Stark, but fan made animations and stuff like that. Those things, the little flash animations and stuff like that. And they had one about, you know, I forget what it's called. It's called Mark of the Soul or Soul of the Mark or whatever like that for the King of Fighters and stuff like that about the KO character or whatever his name is. And like they got like a billion different versions of him and shit. So that's where that comes from. And like Rage is the best champion we got. He's got 6 title defenses and he's trying to get his 7th, but we're gonna have to see because, you know, what's his name was able to take him out, you know, very easily. This time around his stuff is a little bit better. So I hope these changes with the AI settings. I ain't changed none of his moveset because that shit is perfect. But now I got him set up where he likes to go more so for his grappling on the ground, and he likes to go a little bit more with the standing, with the striking, with his you know, do the power bomb, do that half and half suplex when he takes the back. Like usually when somebody's standing, he's near their back and they're all, you know, and they're stunned or dizzy or whatever the hell you want to call it. Usually he'll go for the double leg takedown, but now he'll go for the, you know, half and half suplex and stuff like that. You know, so hopefully these changes help him out. I know some people may be like, ain't that about a bitch? Midas Punch finally got a victory over him. Now he may be on a whole nother level from Midas Punch. But Midas Punch, you know, even if he loses this match or the next match, you know, he has the best outlook on life because he's the reason his moveset is not his moveset per se, but his AI says is why I base all the freaking new boxers I created on. And then after I gave them his AI settings for their boxer stuff, I see if they need to keep that or change it up. And like we got 6 new boxers just because of Midas Punch, you know. So that's cool because he's the only reason that I create the more boxers. And also, if Midas Punch used, I'm gonna probably see if I need to change up his stuff as well. I'll see about him. But the thing is, he dominates the other people. Only person Midas Punch ever needs to test himself out versus is goddamn Rage. That's it. You know, that's it. That's the only person he ever has to test himself out against is Rage. And this is the end of Rage's long title reign, then so fucking be it, man. So fucking be it. I did damn near 12 and a half minutes of just talking about this match. But it needs to be talked about. And I forgot to show you the rules in English, but you pretty much know from the last video. But yeah, man, that's how freaking important this was. Because, like, when you get dominated that damn bad, like, if it's a close match, then, like, I'll wait until, like, a second rematch or something like that. Like, if Rage had lost by, like, 1 or 2 or something, and it went, like, 8 or 9 or 10 rounds, or went the whole fight or some shit, then, like, I wouldn't been taking, like, 3 damn hours to really figure out his shit again. But I took over 3 hours, and if he loses this time, man, it's just, you know, we gotta figure out some shit, because he's gonna be a no one contenders match versus Karate Master, who he also did not necessarily defeat in the little 5 rounder I put him in. He didn't necessarily defeat him even in that 5 rounder, because when I started the match, it was like 240 something into the 5th round when I finally stopped that match, and he was down by 2 knockdowns, so it was almost 250. I think it was 248 or something, but it was almost 250. So chance of him getting 2 more knockdowns to tie it up at least, for he won't lose, because I think it was what was it, 7 to 5 knockdowns left. So Karate Master had 5 knockdowns left that he needed to do, and Rage had 7. But since it was the last round and shit like that, you know, it is what it is with all that. And plus, it didn't really matter too much, because, you know, it was only a 5 rounder. When if they do face off in the ranking match, if Rage can't win back his title and they do face off in a ranking match, you know how it will go with that. They'll have to, damn, what I was gonna say? Oh, wait. If he does lose this title match and they do face off in the no more contenders match, I'm not gonna change nothing for either one of them, because we only did, you know, 5 rounds. Now we'll do it for 8 rounds, and then we'll see who will get the possible 15 knockdowns by the end of the match. And this time around, Rage is doing better. You know, he already got the lead in knockdowns. He has 2 knockdowns to his 1. You know, he has 2 knockdowns to Midas Punch's 1. So long as the match is close with the title matches, when it comes to title matches, as long as it's like close and shit like that, or it's very competitive, I don't necessarily think I need to like change anything with the AI settings for a character. But when you get dominated, and that's, sometimes it can be +5, but if it's +10, or not even +10, if it's freaking 8 or more, which is more than half that you lost by, so you couldn't even take away half your opponents, but they took away all yours, then I'll think about like changing up your AI sets when it comes to the KO division. But when it's a close match and you lose to a good competitor, it doesn't matter to me if it's close. But if you're getting destroyed, then yeah, I need to change some shit up for you if you're one of my creative characters. You know, I treat them almost like they're real or some shit, or as close as you can to with treating them like they're real people or like that with these AI, with the creator wrestlers. You know, that's the only reason that I put so much into this what's the name thing, because I treat them like if this was a real well, it is a real competition, but I treat it like real people are involved in the competition. Because like that's the way I would have done this had, oh wait, he was down by 2 knockdowns. God damn it, I thought he was up by 2. I always get that messed up sometimes. I think I should start putting like something blue on the, you know, this character and something red on the other character. I wish there was like an extra, like, you know, like bracelet thing that like I could put on each character. Not the hand wraps per se, but like just bracelets or like to put on each character, just so I can know which one is the red corner and which one is the blue corner. But they already got that in the up there in the top corner, like, you know, blue is for his knockdowns and red is for his knockdowns. So the blue is the blue 13 is for how many knockdowns you know, what's the name has done so far. Is how many that Midas Punch has done so far, and the red 13 is for how many Rage has done so far. You know, even though even though it would make better sense to have the 13 over the blue side and have the red under the red side, you know, because the red side is the left side at the bottom for the you know, for the energy meter for each character and stuff like that. But like, it is what it is for all that. See, now that's how many they have left each, and that's how many the person scored against them. So he's now scored 12. So that shows you how many each of them has left. So he still has 13 left, Rage. Well, you know, he just got another knockdown against him, so that's why his says 12. But it's so fucking confusing at times. Only time I really know who's what with the fucking point system and shit like that is when another knockdown happens. Cause I'll be talking like this one's up by like 5, and then like you see the next knockdown, you're like, fuck, that's the wrong one. It's because it's not confusing per se. It's just that it's like, why the fuck is it not just his point system and his point system? And why is and I also want to know for this game, why the hell, like, when you hear like the clock like clicking and stuff like that for like 5, no, not that, that's for MMA and stuff. They do like that, like the little click clock thing for when it's 5 minutes or 1 minute left and shit like that. Why don't they have that for the MMA rules? You know, because with the pro wrestling rules, you got the 5 minutes gone and stuff like that. You know, you can put 1 minute gone or 1 minute left or some shit. I gotta pay attention to how much time is at the bottom of the screen between rounds and shit like that. So, but for the pro wrestler, they got 5 minutes gone. I know when it's 5 minutes, it says it right there. You know, but like a lot of times that shit doesn't really matter with the game. But they also got it for like when you're doing a 5 minute match with a time limit. They got when it's 1 minute gone, 1 minute until gone or whatever like that. It's all the other stuff. But Rage is winning this, even though he already got head damage. You know, his head is hurt, and now he just got hit to the body. That fucking liver shot by Midas Punch is a killer. I swear, that is a killer. He's not the only one with it no more. I gave so many people that body shot with KO damage. Like, oh my god. I was like, man, that's just a standard shot to the body that so many characters can be using. So a lot of characters do got that body shot now. And it does KO damage. But none of the boxers have it as their favorite move. I made sure not to give none of the boxers that move as their favorite. Because that's something that I wanted to be originally just his. Steve Fox has the same finisher as him. You know, him and Steve Fox do have the same finisher. The punching combination. And I think they both do got that body shot. They both do got that body shot. And Steve Fox got a different, like, jab than him. Yeah. No, I don't think I gave him a jab. His only jab that, Midas Punch uses is with the 6-punch combination, with that punching combination thing that you can do, or striking combinations, I should say. Yeah, striking combination. Even though for the boxers, it's more so a punch combination. That's the only jab that Midas Punch has. Yeah. All the new boxers, I think all of them got a damn jab, I believe. What he has is that goddamn hook, because I gave him that check hook. He got the body shot to the liver that does KO damage that he keep on getting knockdowns with, and he has, damn, what's that other thing he has? Oh yeah, the quick little uppercut, that little quick uppercut with the rear hand, with the right hand or whatever. Yeah, so what I mean by rear hand, and the reason I said the right hand or whatever like that, is because your lead hand is with your lead hand and leg. That's what you call the lead this and that and stuff like that. Like the little fake low to high lead head kick. The Rage like to use this. That's what he's doing. That with his lead leg, and then if he does a kick with the back leg, that's a rear leg kick. You know, a kick from the rear leg, a kick using the rear leg and stuff like that. God damn it, my Punch would have been champion had I not fucked with Rage's AI settings right now. He would be champion because he's now losing. You know, he's now losing. He dominated the first match, now he's losing. That's so messed up. That's so messed up, but like, that's if I did not create the fucking Rage character. I created both of them, so I don't want neither one of them to be destroyed in the match. And the thing is, I don't really like seeing my characters destroy the you know, the 96 characters that's already on the game too much either. I'd be like, man, let it be a competitive match. As long as they come out on top though. I don't mind it being competitive as long as my characters come out on top. But when one character just get destroyed, like especially the title match, you'd be like, God damn it, you worked your way to the title. And I told you the process of getting to a title match, especially if you're unranked. You gotta win a qualifier tournament, which is usually 3 opponents or more. You know what I'm saying? You gotta win that shit, and then you have to, what's it called? What's the next thing you gotta do? Then you gotta be part of the fifth spot chance match, and depending on how many people are involved, you got to fight against each of them. And yeah, you could lose probably like one match or so with that. But after you get through all that exhaustive thing, come the next, you gotta go through show A and show B, right? That's the first two things. I mean, show A and show C. Then you gotta go through show B and show C of the next set of ones. Then you gotta go through show what's it called? You gotta go through, what's it called? Oh yeah. Wait, so you win the show A, fifth spot chance qualifier, then show C, the fifth spot chance, you come to fifth spot. You do a ranking match at show B versus the fourth spot, you come to fourth spot, and at show C, you win that match, you come to third rank. Oh yeah, then you go back to show B for the No One Contenders match, you win that, come No One Contender, and then finally you get the title match. That's 6 different shows you gotta go through, you know. 5 of them are shows, 1 of them is a pay-per-view, that's where you do the title shot. But not only that, but just the fifth spot chance qualifier, which is a tournament, and the league, you may have to go into at least 5 or 6 matches, if not more, depending on how many people you got to face off. I know with the leagues, I know with the fifth spot chance qualifier, which is a tournament, I'm only gonna have up to 8 or 4 teams. I mean, you only gonna have up to 8 competitors or teams, depending on what you talk about. What's the name? But double team is only gonna have 8 competitors, which is, you know, you gotta go through 1 match, and then you're in the finals. With that, you're in the round of 8, then you're in the semis, and then you're in the finals of that qualifier, you know, and stuff like that. And then, depending on how many qualifiers we did, that's usually how many opponents you're gonna have for the fifth spot chance, unless a team gotta automatically buy straight into the fifth spot chance, which I do sometimes, and which I'm gonna be definitely doing in the future once we have 170 people. But right now, Rage is doing well in this match. He's not dominating per se, but he is doing well in this match. And there's maybe something I need to change about Midas Punch. It's definitely something I need to change. And I think his rematch will be against that boxer I told you about. He will be having his practice match against that boxer. Should he lose this by 5 or more. fuck it, even more than 3 because Rage is just an asshole for this character. Well, all the characters for the KO division, but they're all improving. I finally figure out a way to improve them where they are competition for him and shit like that, which is always a good thing, you know, because yeah, he's my most dominant champion, but I haven't always known how to, you know, up the competition against him. But that's not for a lack of trying, because remember, I test all these niggas out versus Rage. Like, he's the only creator wrestler I have that I'm willing to test him out against other people in his division. Like, I don't do that with none of my other champions. No, not the new Absolute Champion, not the freaking Judo King. You know, I don't test my crafts out against other crafts when they were champions in the other division. But Rage is the exception just because how good he is. You know, he rarely loses matches, and then he rarely gets dominated. And look at that. It took me damn near 3 hours to make sure that I had his shit back to the way he was for he could be dominated again. But like, look at this shit though. He lost by 12 knockdowns. Like, come on now. Of course I needed to fucking make him better. He lost by 12 knockdowns, and he has to go against that person again. I had to make sure that he's gonna be able to do well. It don't matter who the heck it was. Only way I could have helped him had it been what's the name? Had it been, if it was like one of the characters that's already on the game, I can't help them because I can't change their moves. Now if I was playing as them, then I would just practice with them and try to get better, then go back into the match and then try to win again or some shit like that. But I can't even do that with them because you don't get to change shit about them. The game doesn't allow me to change anything about them, which sucks greatly. It's the worst feeling in the world. But I'm glad that, because like SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, like I love that game for one reason. I gave Randy Orton a version of that Diamond Cutter, or the Ace, what it's really called an Ace Crusher, but Diamond Cutter. On the game they call it a turn 3/4 neck breaker or some shit like that. Turn 3/4 neck breaker or something. That's what it's called on the game. And stuff like that. On the 64 games and stuff like that. Well, the 64, damn, what's it called again? The 64 THQ AKI games, yeah, because you gotta be specific with that shit, because you know there's also the Acclaim games, which is, you know, Warzone and WWF Attitude, you know, ECW Hardcore Revolution, ECW Anarchy Rules and stuff like that. Those are also 64 wrestling games. Then you got the worst games, because like those games are not, I don't consider those games horrible. You just gotta know how to create your characters and stuff like that. You gotta know what you're doing with creating the characters for those games and stuff like that, because the worst game I ever played was what's it called? WCW Mayhem. That and Backstage Assault. Those games are fucking terrible. I swear to God. I play Mayhem just because I like the look of the characters, and that's when I first started realizing that I gotta stop basing what I like about games off of graphics. That's the first time I realized graphics are not everything, because like graphically the characters look great, but they were all so stiff as far as like the gameplay aspect of it. And not only the gameplay was they stiff, but the way they only had like 5 or 6 moves total that you can use, which was crazy as hell. You only could use like 5 or 6 moves. It wasn't like with these games where you could press up to do a move and press the left or right, and that's also a move, and press down or just press grab and grab again, or grab and strike. You know, you can only you only had like 5 or 6 moves that you could do. Then you had 1 or 2 different running attacks, and everybody had, I think, only like one like strong strike, and they could do a punch or a kick or some shit. I had fun playing it, but like I also didn't like playing it too much because how limited you were with everything. You know, you can't really do too much of anything with the game. But the main thing I like about that game, and I'm not sure if I was able to even do simulations with it, like AI versus AI. As much as I don't like No Mercy and WrestleMania 2000 simulations and stuff like that, even with my creative wrestlers and stuff, it was just that that game was the worst. You know, those games did not have that. You know, you gotta have that for a wrestling game. The ability to do computer versus computer. You just have to, in my opinion. That and customization to make your own character. If not those things, then have a good gameplay and system and stuff like that. Because I can do without the ability to create my own characters. Some games allow me to create my own characters, but like I'm not really willing to learn how to create my characters for certain games and stuff like that. Wrestling games and stuff like that. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out his shit now. Oh my god, we're gonna have to figure out his shit. He lost by 9. He loses much. Well, the good thing for, oh god, to the back of the neck, you dirty mother. That was not cool. I do not want to see that replay. That was an asshole thing to do. I get that he beat the shit out of you last time, but he spinning back elbowed him to the back of the neck. He wasn't facing him when he did that. Ugh. That was horrendous. God damn you. You bastard. Brady he's not a good person. That is not a good thing to do, man. You do not do that to people. Oh fuck, I can't find the R again. That was just asshole-ish that he just did right now. Where's that R at? No, that's not it. Damn it, I thought the R was up here or something. I gotta make sure I screenshot it this time around. I'm gonna make sure I screenshot it. Oh, it's right here. Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Come on. Alright. Now we can go to this. That was messed up. That was messed up. I can't show you what I'm gonna do with the, oh, fucking bitch. You know what I can do? Instead of going over there and change it up like that, I can just scroll up here. And that should take me right back to it. Yep, it took me right back to it. Oh, come on. Fuck, I know I still rage. I haven't rage quit on a video game because I haven't played no video games. I haven't rage quit on an app game at all. It's just that they're not video games, so there's no reason to be that mad about them. You know? Oh, this is a... Oh, wait. Damn. I did... Wait, was there 2 versions? No, it was just this. This right here, and that right there. Oh, okay, so it is right there. Yeah. Fuck, I thought it was that, you know? Today is the... I just did this not even... Yeah, I did do this 3 hours ago, or almost 3 hours ago. That's today's 21st. I knew it was 2020. That I knew for sure. Oh, I could have just did that and it would show me that I could go back. See? It would show me that I could just go back. Alright, so we're gonna have a final match between these two. But before we get out of here, I want to show you Sinin the clone. Sinin from off of the Substance with Krusty and I forget his name. Sideshow Mel or something. Wherever that damn, I don't know his name. He's not important enough to know his name. But I'm finna test him out right quick. Yeah, we got enough time to test him out because I'm not gonna be able to show you me testing out the other character at all. No, I'm gonna have to really do something with that character to test him out, stuff like that. So we're just gonna go with this right now. And no, he is not being tested out versus the guy. They'll face off when he eventually becomes #1 contender, because I truly believe this character is going to be #1 contender. He's going to be able to get up there. Now, I ain't changed around all the moves and stuff like that. I just gave him a different finisher, changed around this and that with the character, but a lot of his shit is still the same as the other one, you know? So he's not really... He's different, but he's not too different with his stuff. Yeah, a lot of his, well, he is different. Yeah, a lot of his shit is different than the other character. Definitely a lot different than the other character. Yeah, that's for sure. So this is the one that, and look, I did, who knows, I probably did go with the right pick, because they're gonna have a rematch after I figure out some shit for Mice Punch, and that's the last video. We're only gonna be able to do the KO division today, which is fucked up. Cause it's already 7 o'clock and I got other shit that I want to do, but we may do this at like noon or something. But yeah, we got a third match we gotta do, so I wanted to save that with him right quick. Yeah, he's the only character I made so far for slot number 4, and we're just gonna let you see him right quick in a match. So who would be his victim? You know what? We're gonna randomly pick his victim. Who is gonna be the victim? Oh shit! No. You know what? He's gonna be the victim, but I'm gonna give him a chance. We're gonna go with the combatant rules and shit like that, so he'll have a chance. Because in an MMA match, he dies. In this, he dies. You know, so we're gonna go with that. And blood stoppage can be on and shit like that, because that was not who I had in mind. I thought he was gonna anybody else, but somebody who's not gonna be able to do knockdowns. You know. I thought it was gonna be like, I was hoping for like a Stan Hansen or somebody with at least 1 or 2 or 3 knockdown moves. I was gonna have him go against the other characters on the game, but I already had him doing that. But he still got, Rage's spinning back elbow. Yeah, he still has that. I changed the back grapple. I changed a lot of the stuff. I can't remember everything he has that's similar to him. Oh, he still got that you know, when you do the grab and stuff, that spinning backhand that he does, like the wily spinning backhand that look like he double slap the opponent. Yeah, he has that instead of the half and half suplex. He has the neck drop suplex, or the snap belly to back suplex. Damn. Well, at least he knocked him out the ring, if that's saying something. But he's already down by 3. Oh, I ain't changed his taunts. That's the thing. I ain't changed his taunts. That's another way you know he's a clone. He don't got different taunts. He both still got the same taunts, and I think I'm gonna keep him that way. He got the exact same taunts as him. That's another way to know they're similar. They look alike, and also he has the same taunts. Oh shit. This is not going so well. But the thing is, this character, he has striking, you know, for his ready and standing. He does mostly strikes. And then he has always on offense. Always on offense. Or not sometimes or mostly, but always on offense. I think that's what it's called. It may be a different thing for the little AI settings and shit like that. It may be called often on offense or mostly or some shit. I'm not sure if it's always or what the hell it's supposed to be. So as you can see right now, he has different tactics that he uses for all his things, grappling and stuff like that. They got something similar. I ain't changed too much of anything. They're similar still and stuff like that. But what the fuck? Did he got the right AI settings and shit like that? Cause he's going for that backdrop suplex like he ain't fucking nothing, man. What the hell? I may have to look at his AI settings. Like, oh god, I created a new killer with the same damn, you know, not moves per se, but he got everything else that's similar. Cause I was thinking about he could be fucking Rage's brother or something because they look exactly alike. I was like, nah, fuck that. That seems kind of lame. Make them brothers. He's his fucking clone who's coming for his head. You know, he's coming to kill the original. You know, he's the clone who's coming to kill the original. So fuck what happens? That's what he's got to do. Yeah, he don't have the powerbomb, he has the Death Valley Driver, and then he has that other powerbomb move as well. Damn, he just knee dropping him. It's not doing KO damage, but he's fucking effective. Where is it at? Is he gonna do it? Son of a bitch, do it. Yeah, that. They both still got that, so that's another way to tell that they're the same character based off of their moves and stuff like that. Yeah, they both still got that. And he got the spinning back elbow. Yeah, he used the spinning back elbow. Son of a bitch, though. Where is his other shit, though? I don't see him going for the other shit. I've yet to see him go for the striking, really. Because I want to keep this, version of what's the name, Rage and shit like that, but I was like, you know, I can have the same character on here twice and have him have the same moves as the other one, the exact same moves as the other one, but I was like, that would be stupid, you know? Let him have something that's different. Let his shit be somewhat different. Them being exactly the same that just seems stupid. Damn, he took him out. Oh my god. There's only 3 points left. He's massacring this guy. Yeah, he got that kick instead of the that replaced that little fake low to high lead head kick. You know, that replaces that. And then he has the jumping knee when they're coming off the ropes. Yeah, he does that now. He has a little bit of everybody on here, you know. Like, he still got that running, spinning back elbow, but his now does KO damage. And instead of doing the, you already saw him do that sideways head kick with that running attack, instead of doing the other one that what's the name uses. Yeah. Fuck, he is fucking shit up, man. Yeah, I definitely feel sorry for fucking Alexander because like this is some bullshit. I even stopped it from being just a regular KO style match, knockdown style match and stuff like that. I put other shit on here like that didn't seem to help him at all. You know, That did not seem to help. And he also got that punch. He uses that punch and stuff like that. Yeah. I thought about the body shot just because it's one of the punches that lost Rage his match last time, but like, no. I'm thinking of giving him the, when he catches the leg, the ability to hit that clothesline for the, hit that punch for the knockdown damage instead. But yeah, I may do that, and then have to change up one of these. And he has to sell powerbomb instead of just a little snap powerbomb. Yeah. Yeah, I think I may put that as KO damage for him. But then I gotta take away one of his moves and stuff like that. That does KO damage. I gotta figure that out. Yeah. Definitely gotta figure that out. Look at this. Oh my god. He could be a member of somebody's team for a fucking combatants, definitely. After a performance like this. Ugh. So what all moves I got with him? I got him with that punch. He got that stiff arm punch. The spin back elbow, gotta stay with the KO and blood damage. That spin back elbow can do blood damage still, just like this, just like the other character. I may do that instead. Yeah, switch those two around. Yep, I already figured it out. Yeah, I think everything else is where it should be. And he has that. Yeah, that's the other thing. Oh my gosh. He has that. That is Taekwondo NXL's finisher, and it's also what's the name's finisher. Well, it's originally whose finisher is that originally? God damn. I think that's a character on the game's finisher already. From the original 98. Or is it? No, it's probably not. It's probably not. I thought it was. I can't think of anybody. I thought it was the KAZUO characters, but his is that regular striker that other kicking combination that Mr. Muay Thai uses. Yeah, so the fuck? Oh wait. That's supposed to be like that. Oh. I'm like, why the fuck is Rage? Why the fuck is Rage on the other side of it? That's because it goes back to that after you get done with matches. Yeah, so let's change that up. It can be somewhat similar still. Yeah, so we got that. I'm gonna keep the blood on that move at the bottom just so I can know what the hell to do with that. That's why I got this on here, because this is where the blood is going up there. But I want to take it off on the one on the bottom because sometimes I forget my placing. Also, he does that rising wheel kick instead of the same kick as the other guy, because he does the rising clothesline. Yeah, so that's just a little bit of what I did as far as a change. And the reason I did that because we wasn't going to be able to see the full stuff for what I changed with the other character. God damn, was he vicious in this match. That was some messed up shit he just pulled off in that. Oh wait, I could just take off this instead. I could take off this and then that has nothing. But no, I'm going to let that be blood. You know, that's a little shocker. You get low blow and you're bleeding. Yeah, that could be a little shocker right there. Like, why the fuck is dude bleeding? He just got low blow. I got another character that does that already from the new characters, who when he low blows you, he can make you bleed and shit, so that's cool. Have on there for that character. Yeah, but this back elbow can do blood. Oh. Wait a minute. It says I'm still missing one. What the fuck? Why am I still missing one? That's the rising clothesline and... Well, I can do this right quick to make sure that this has blood. And what move that did not take off that does KO damage? It gotta be this. Oh! I forgot I gave him this. Like, where the fuck is that extra one that's supposed to be at? Yeah, I just remember that they're supposed to be 5. You know, that's how I get this stuff done and stuff like that. So now this does KO. And that was what was giving Ray's trouble against Midas Punch. Midas Punch kept on catching the leg and KO dropping his ass with that punch. And now his clone is gonna be doing the same thing to him. That's not poetic justice, but it's some type of justice. If there ever is justice in this world. For me doing that to that character. Like, now he can do same damage to his other self. You know, because who's to say he's the actual clone besides me, you know? But you saw how devastated he's going to be. And yes, he's going to be a part show 8A. So I did go against my rule. I said we was only going to have 24. But like, you know, I already got his shit created, man. So why would he not be in the 5th spot chance qualifier for the KO division? And it'll be so good if he actually wins it. What if he wins? That's gonna be so fucking epic. But let me see this right quick, cause why the fuck is he going for grappling when I got his shit to look? This is striking. This is mostly striking. This is always on offense. But why the fuck does he? Cause you saw that right when he had him in the tie-up, he kept on taking his back and going for that fucking belly to back snap suplex. That was so freaking bogus though. I was like, why is he doing that so often? Alright, so let's save this right here. And then we gotta take this off on here. Right quick. Yeah, I put it back on slot 0 just so that it'll be the way it's supposed to be on this game. Right quick, you know. So we got 4 slots, but we only gonna use the 1 slot. So we still gonna have to create 7 more of them people for slot 7. But you know, I already got started. No, I'm not that fucking greedy at the moment. I want so badly to test them out against each other, but no, this is not the time. This is not the time. They will have their opportunity to face off in the future. Yes. But not at the moment, no. Gotta have patience. So, yeah. That concludes this video. Hope you enjoy. And I just want to put that on the video right quick just to show you what's coming up. Because now I gotta figure out Midas Punch shit because Ray's just destroyed him. You have not played Uno online. So what the fuck kind of notification is that? The fuck does that mean? I got bored of playing it. You know, I can pick who I want to play with, but like it's just so fucking regular with that game and stuff like that. And like the scoring system and shit like that is just plain. They only got tournament mode and stuff. Yeah, it's one of the best Uno versions I could play because Uno with friends was just. I liked playing it, but it was just so damn stupid with the little card things that allowed you to be like more lucky with getting certain type of cards and stuff. It was just a whole bunch of bull. Alright, so this is coming up an hour. The first one was an hour as well. You know, coming up an hour as well. So alright, damn it. Hope you enjoy. As you already know, I forgot about that shit. And until the next one, which is coming up a little bit later, probably like 10 or something. I already got started with my workout, but I'm probably gonna do my workout and watch some stuff as I try to think of what to do to help out Midas Punch, cause he lost by fucking 9. He beat him by 12, and then he in the rematch lost by 9. I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. I thought he was gonna do well, you know. But probably got to test out his stuff again and stuff like that. But with Midas Punch, I will have him go against himself. I will have him go against himself. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at some new AI settings and then test it out against. I'm gonna change up the AI settings and test him out against, you know, the standards, which is Karate Master and Fatal, and then I'll test him out versus himself and stuff like that, because this version has already fought both of them, you know. This version of Midas Punch has already fought both of them and beat them. So my new version needs to be able to beat them, and if he is, then he'll face this Midas Punch. And I may do 2 or 3 of them like I did with Rage. Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 or 3 of them. So I'm gonna have 3 different type of move sets, and the one that's best will be the new one for Midas Punch. So that's what you got to look forward to coming up. And yes, I know it's been over an hour. Alright, so to the next one later, and hope you enjoy, and peace out.